if like he might have like had a crush on your guy and he wanted to ask him, but he ended up dying before he could because they were like best friends. Maybe they. Oh, that would be sad if they even like went in together. Like your guy or my guy went into the army, and it was they kind of followed each other. Oh, that would be really sad. We can do it. I know we can. Holding tape together. Sorry. We're Mother Russia. Oh God. All I can imagine is a fucking meme for no reason. Oh God, I'm terrible. That's I think I remember one time like this like it's one of those accounts where it's like the top 10 reasons why you shouldn't do this and it's like God, you're cringy but whatever. I think the guy was like, so here's a reason that you shouldn't take like shady deals with your funeral parlors. So oh no. But like so the guy was like, so this guy I can't remember it. Oh God, that doesn't even look like a person. It looks like some kind of like burnt up monkey or something. Oh my God. Russians be stupid. No wonder they lost. Oh wait, no, they actually won, didn't they? Shut up. Leave me alone. Um No, I meant like in the space race. Didn't they win? I'm pretty sure they won because like we they oh yeah, we won they won the space race, but we put people on the moon before them. There we go. I have a brain. Okay. So, the guy obviously like it's fake. I hate you. Um So, Jesus, the guy obviously like it's a fake name or something. He's like, "Okay, so this guy was trying to find like an easy funeral parlor deal for his grandmother because she knew that her time was coming soon, but he also like she didn't want them to be put in a bunch of debt after she was dead because it's really expensive to have funerals for some reason." So, they're like, "Oh yeah, so we want an open casket funeral." And she wants to be like in this dress and this pose, like like the peaceful holding, like they're holding their hand kind of pose. And they're like, "Yeah, sure, we can do that. It'll be really easy." But once she like when she passes, you have to like get her here as quickly as possible so we can try and like get everything done so we can set up the funeral for the next day. So obviously she passes at one point, and so they get the body there after she was also an organ donor, so they'd harvested her organs and sewed her back up. So the day the funeral happens, And the casket's closed, and they're like, we had an open casket funeral like put down. And they're like, yeah, we know, we just thought it looked better this way. And they're like, why is that? Turns out when they got the body, they didn't prepare it right, so all of the preserving fluid that was in her burst, and it was all over the dress that she had been put in, and it was like tearing holes in it, and they had very, very poorly preserved her face, and it was kind of like, looking a little bad. Eee. Yeah, literally, like according to the guy, it looked like they had drop kicked her face. And I'm like, ooh. And so the guy was like, I can't let my family see her like this. So they're like, okay, what if we just like gave you a discount on a cremation? He's like, what kind? No. The guy's like, he learned his lesson at this point and just told them to give him his money back, and he wouldn't sue them for, I think it's like improper use of body.
Yeah, improper use of body, probably like body like mutilation.
Body mutilation, torturing nightmares for the years to come.
That always remind me of like this one that like it makes you like really sad with like how the poor guy must have felt, and also just scared because sometimes people just evil people just don't have a reason, and us as people like us as humans always like think there has to be motive, there has to be a reason,
There never has to be a motive. Some people are just shit.
yeah. And that's showing this case where this girl who worked at a coffee shop, like she was like doing she was doing the late shift,
Oh no.
uh,
Oh no, 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 no.
um, so yeah, she ended up calling, the ex-boyfriend, like cared about her, and like when he went to check, she was having like he was having like blood with her, and he wasn't there, so she went over to his house, and yeah, it was him because she didn't have a car of her own, so she was at work, and everything was unlocked. She said no shoes at home, so like they view the cameras and everything, and they have police out, and they see like on the cameras, you can't see the customer, but you do see like obviously somebody pulls up, and when they start doing, when she shuts it down, she puts her hand up, and the typical like surrendering pose, where she is told to probably had a gun pointed to her and was told to give me the money, which she did, and then she was told to sit down like behind the counter, and when she did that, the man came, like he had his face covered and everything, came in, tied her up, and basically kidnapped her, abducted her, and so there's this whole big post looking for her, and like eventually I don't know if it was sent just the dad or if it was sent to the police, but there's a picture of her with the newspaper like has been going around of like her disappearance, and so they're like, okay, like she's still like in the custody of this psychopath, but she's alive, right?
No. No.
Yeah, and then come to realize that when the police finally arrive, he's like, oh yeah, yeah. This is what they call the FBI is still this guy, because when he basically went through confession, the FBI was like, I guess really just sickened by his actions that they didn't release the full like transcript of what he said.
Oh god.
But yeah, but basically he and this guy also had family too. He had a wife and a daughter.
Not
But
anymore.
he kidnapped this woman and put her in his shed, tortured her, and like eventually did kill her by stabbing her through the back. But apparently, in his words, the corpse still looked lively, so he stapled her eyes open, like took a picture,
Oh god.
put her standing next to the newspaper, making it look like she was still
Oh
alive,
my
and had
god.
cameras. And yeah, I looked at that picture too. I'm like, yeah, she looks alive. She just looks kind of shocked, but that's
Bleh,
cool.
ugh.
Yeah,
I hate that.
I just like I just feel so bad for like the dad and obviously like yeah the whole hope that the girl was alive.
I'm pretty. So that reminds me of one I heard of, but it's like it ends up being like okay in the end. So this mom goes to a local hospital after hearing that these two like little like 8-year-old black girls have been sent there due to massive burns on them. And this mom had been looking for her daughter and like her friend for months now. They had no idea what happened to him. And there's a very like obviously upset like man who says that these kids snuck into his garage and burned his garage down. Now the video's titled like um are you a racist? Because basically you could guess why. So the guy's ranting and raving that these girls came into his house and just burned his garage down because he was home, and they're like no, we were hiding, like we couldn't, it was the first time that we actually had gotten away and we didn't know if we were ever going to get this chance again, and they're apologizing to this guy, and the mom comes in and is like, oh my god, you're you're alive, like she's baffled by the fact that they're alive because they even had like a funeral for them thinking that they were gone. What ended up happening was one day when the girls were like playing outside, they got picked up by somebody who they thought it was one of those like Google Maps trucks, but it turned out that it wasn't. So they ended up getting abducted, and they were on their way to be trafficked. Like they had been preparing them, and according to the girls, that they were training them to, get used to their new life, and the guy who was watching them got drunk and had left the door open to the van. So they just sprinted out, got in the garage, and once they heard the guys were outside, they're like, "Oh my god, we needed something to distract them. We needed something to like get the cops there." And they couldn't find a phone or a way into the house, so they lit a fire in the garage of this guy's house. So he would have to call the ambulance and like 911. And so when they finally opened up the garage, because they'd also like locked the doors so they couldn't get in there, they found these two girls like sitting there, and they thought the guy had kidnapped them, when it's like, no, the people who showed up before her mother were the people who kidnapped them, and they had already had warrants out for their arrest, but they never, like, the police didn't have a clear photo ID of them. So in layman's terms, if those girls hadn't committed arson, then they probably would have never seen their parents again. Like it's like, okay, it's good that it's like they're good now. They're okay. They're going to be traumatized for the rest of their lives, but they're safe now.
Let's talk about trauma. There's another one that's, again, bittersweet, kind of like that, where, again, it's the case of, like, just not wanting to believe it. Like, there had to be a motive, there had to be some reason, but it's like, no, this guy, like, didn't have any kind of criminal record, except for, like, just a parking ticket.
A singular parking ticket.
Yeah, there was no lead up to this. There's no reason to believe this guy was doing anything, like, bad. Apparently one day he just had his school bus let out and saw this like one specific girl and just thought to himself like, I need to abduct her, like I need to take her.
I need this.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, like he began like basically stalking her and like knowing when the parents' schedule and all that kind of stuff. And when he finally thought it was the right time, like even though the parents were home, he brought the Portland shotgun that he had and went up to the door, and like the girl actually seen his car pull up and like ran to attend to him, like saying, there's a weird car out there. So like the father goes like goes to the door, the mother and daughter are just like listening. I think they both got scared, so they were able to the bathroom. And the father is like by the door, and the guy comes up after he says that he needs some police, and he's like, okay, so you're back. He's like looking through the little window that's in the door. Of course, the guy doesn't have one, so he just puts the shotgun to the window and shoots him point blank before coming in. And of course, they hear that and are just terrified because they think they're next. And the guy comes in to the bathroom, which is the only door that isn't closed, and gives the mother, or tries to give her anyway, like duct tape to tell her to, find her child. Of course, he's not going to. So he kills her in front of her daughter and ties her up and takes her, and like this.